Hello everyone, and welcome to the German Grand Prix. So this year then, it is of course the Nurburgring, fantastic track, I really enjoy it. And it's of course career mode in my Caterham. So you can see there, it is dry, it was fully wet in practice, it was dry quali, which of course I didn't participate in, but look, 36% chance of rain. So will we see some rain halfway through this race, and will we have to go to intermediate tyres? We'll have to wait and see on that one. Teammate then, still kicking his ass, 22 points to his none. Fastest laps, 8 to his none. Out-qualified, I qualified once, and that time I beat him, every other time he's beat me. No podiums each, and out-raced, 8 to his none. So, kicking his little derriere. Option tyres then for the start. Or do I go for primes in case it's going to rain? I don't know, the sky looks pretty blue for now, doesn't it? So I think I'm going to stick with options. See if I can make a few positions ready for when I pit. Stick with normal fuel. +7 of fuel. Sorry, lap 7 I'm going to pit for primes I meant. So, still got the dry setup then, despite the threat of rain. Again, just to help overtaking. I've stuck with the same engine as I put in last race, 99% now. After Silverstone, and 51.49 on the brakes. That's the only things I've adjusted as per usual. So, let's go then.
Complete, ready.
So, like I said, very back of the grid I'll be starting from, 22nd. We'll see if we can battle our way through. And expecting some rain at some point. That cloud doesn't look fully clear, does it? We could see some transition weather because we haven't seen that yet. It's supposed to be improved. The look is supposed to match the feel more now, which would be good to see. Hopefully we'll see some. Fernando Alonso on pole then, Lewis Hamilton in second. Strong qualifier this season, just like he is in real life. It's good to see. And there's me right at the back, and my teammate, once again, getting out qualified by Marussia. So interesting stuff. Bianchi, once again. So here we go, going straight to Rich then. Going to try and get a good start. Here we go, and lights are out. Got a little bit bogged down, got less wheel spin than the last race, so I managed to overtake Chilton, so it wasn't a terrible start. I'm going to see if I can stay to the inside here. I can, I'm going to go for it. Perhaps it's a bit tight. Just stuck very much to the inside. See if we can go on the outside of a couple of guys here, a bit wide. Oh, didn't want to do that. Oh, I've been pushed onto the grass. I kind of committed, and by that point it was too late and the gap closed up. I'm going to stay on the outside here. See if we can get Hulkenberg, use a bit of curves, goes inside to the next corner then. We're going to go for it. Oh, as he squeezes me there and goes on the outside of me. That was again opportunistic. You saw me inside lock there. Didn't really expect to do that. Still on Rich, and I managed to get past him. That was a great overtaking manoeuvre. A little bit opportunistic, as I said, but gone a bit deep in there. Going to be wide. Doesn't matter as long as I get a good exit, which I've done beautifully. Oh, well, it looks like his DRS is open. I think it's the sponsors on his rear wing. Up to P12 then already. That was mainly because taking that first corner tight, wasn't it? Down to 4th. As they're battling a bit ahead. Someone's gone wide. Who was that? Don't care. It's giving me a free position now to P11. So just one more position. I'm in the points again. As they're going to be battling ahead though. They should be very slow hopefully. No, they've gone back into line. They would have been slow, but I am now nice and close to the rest of though. Bit of slipstream I shall get. Bit deep. Managed to pick up the throttle reasonably well, but the rest did it even better than me.
We think there's a chance of light rain in 15 minutes time.
Light rain in 15 minutes time. That will be before the end of the race. But it'll be towards the end, so I'm glad I didn't change my strategy. I turned it too early there. Gonna hit the bump a bit hard. Compromise my exit massively. So because the practice was full wet, I haven't actually done any practice in this car in the dry. Bit wide. Done a bit of TT though, time trial. Horrible line through there. Going to compromise me hugely through this corner. Managed to get away with it though. But yeah, this car is very different to the time trial car. A lot less downforce turned in too early. Bit deep there once again. Got the floor nice and early, they made up for it. Tyre wear wise, pretty even at the moment. Don't know how the tyres are going to be on this track to be honest. Too deep there again, knocked me inside, even wider than last lap. Got a good exit though. So it's all good, still got all of my curves for now. So I've got plenty to defend with if I need it. Here the gears now. Down 3, turn in nice and early, take lots of curb, that's too much curb. And try not sticking on the exit because it's off camber, the exit curb there. So it wants to carry you off the track. So Grosjean's managed to overtake Hulkenberg. God knows where he did that. I mean, he's pretty much all my curves down here because he's pretty close behind me. I needed to, look at that, he would have overtaken me if I didn't use that much curves. It's a very slow head again, too deep. Of course my rear end step out. Very slow ahead, battling beautifully. Allow me to catch up. I nailed that chicane. Better than Grosjean did anyway. Let's see if I can stick with them this time. Hopefully they keep battling, so I can stick with them. Just 8 tenths behind now, so I will get DRS this lap if I can stay this close. I've already fallen back from them, to be honest, haven't I? Braking late now, and I had to turn in a bit early there because I braked a bit late. Wouldn't have got the car in if I didn't turn in much more. Bit of wheel on the exit there, down to second gear. I don't know if this track is rear or front limited. Look pretty even at the moment again. Not a great line through there. I had to cut the corner because the rear end stepped out on entry. Very wide again. Need to sort that line out through there. I'm losing a lot of time. So the guys around me. Too wide that time.
Try to overtake him.
Get on throttle very early. This track's all about getting on throttle early but not getting any wheel spin. But the rears are starting to wear now, so need to be a little bit careful with them. Slowing it down a bit better this time. Keeping it a bit tighter. Still getting a good exit though. So lap 7 I'm supposed to pit. So it's only lap. Oh, was I gone deep? Oh, that was close. So my tyres are already quite worn despite only being lap 7 has once again turned in too early there. Someone's wide again. That's a McLaren. So that, like I said, that off corner, off camber exit there wants to suck you in. Which looks like it's exactly what it's done. Can save a little bit because they're battling ahead again. Should be pretty slow into this chicane. I'm a bit closer this time. Not close enough to an overtake still, but I don't know. They're catastrophically slow on this exit. Bit of curves. Going to get up alongside DeResta. This position's mine, DeResta. Coming through. Oh, lots of whoops on the exit though. I don't know if I'll get DRS. I do. He'll be close to me because he's going to get better reception on me than I am on the car ahead, but it's okay. And again, opportunistic there. Yes. Battling behind there again. So opportunistic there. Saw that. Oh, lots of wheel spin there. Needs to be careful. That's the exit. I'm burning a lot of tyres. See if we can get a bit of a better racing line through here. It's better. Still could be better again though. Webber now is not going to be battling with anyone ahead. He's just going to pull away, I suspect. But that's me up into P8. Not going to complain. Bit deep again. Very wide, almost on the gravel, but get away with it. Line up the rears a little bit there to try and compensate for me getting wide there. Trying to turn in late, keep it tight. Really interesting corner that one because it's so cambered. You can really brake late and turn it in so late. It takes so much speed in there. Just scrub it off as you're whipping around it. It's really hard to do without locking your brakes. That's a better line through there. Bit deep there, got away with it. There's lots of curves down here. He's trying to defend because Massa behind he's going to get DRS. Not too worried about that, to be honest, because we've got lots. He's going to try and get them inside, but it's going to be too late.
We're gaining on the car ahead in sector 2. Sector 2.
I think I'm pretty good at that chicane relative to the AI. I always seem to gain way too deep in there, way deep. Never got anywhere near my apex. It was almost like a karting line on the outside there, wasn't it? Never got anywhere near my apex. But Massa will get DRS behind me, but it's too far back. We're on lap 5. Another couple of laps, then we're coming into the pits. Braked a bit late that time. Let's see if I can not get wheel spin on this exit now. I should not get wheel spin. It tells me maybe light rain in 10 minutes. I'm trying to get that interesting line that they are taking to get a better exit this corner, which I've done, but lots of oversteer on the exit. Didn't really work out. My rears are starting to go off now already. It's not good. Too tight there. Oh, lots of wheel spin again on the exit. You're trying to get on the throttle when you're turning all the time on this track. So I'm going to try not going so wide on the entry this time. Didn't work. A lot more tyres. Pushed me very wide. Must have been well up my inside. Bit of curves up the hill, and I'm ahead of him. Better exit and a bit of curves, allow me to pull away. Sometimes in the old game you might have backed off because I pulled in front of him there, but in this game they're a lot better. A lot better. Bit wide, didn't turned in too late, and didn't get a great racing line either. On the throttle very early, lots of curves, and the rest has managed to get past Massa. Awesome job there. He's way too far back to get anywhere near me for the overtake. Would be near me, but not near enough. Braking later and later in there now. I'm good at that chicane because I'm quite aggressive with it. I just tackle the curbs. Managed to get turned in much better this time though. Bit of wheel spin on the exit though. Managed to stable it up nicely as I'm well ahead of the cars behind. They might not even get DRS on me. 1.3 seconds. Possibly not. I don't know, depends where the detection point is.
Okay, it looks like the car ahead is trying to create a gap. He's running full
I'm actually not
rev.
falling that far back from us. Oh, lots of that was on the exit there. Lots of overs it. Not actually falling too far back from Webber ahead, am I? So again, trying to get horrible corner speed through there. Let's get a better exit here. And it should work, but I've just got no rear grip to make it work. I can't get on the power around that corner. These tyres are pretty dead already. This track's not being kind to me in terms of tyre wear. Just correct the oversteer a bit on the exit there. 3.3 to Webber now, so this one I really start to lose time now. My tyres are pretty much gone. Bit deep there, but no, actually I managed to hold it nice and tight that time. I'm just trying to keep the rear end in line. It's easier said than done for sure. Got this lap and one more to go, then I can come into the pits. Yep, lap 7. Just going to be very close to me coming the next straight. Oh, we've moved in the 4th now on the exits. Use lots of curves down here once again. So well away from the rest there, and use all of it in fact. Purely because he's going to be quite close. If I can have a chicane like I did last time, but I can't because I've got no rear grip. The rear end just steps out over the bumps. And it tells me where the tyres are heavily worn. And to be honest, I think the front left might be pretty much gone. The rear left's not looking too healthy either. They're pretty dark red now, aren't they? So we'll be pitting this lap. Rain might come towards the end, don't forget. If I can nail the call for a rain tyre change potentially, then that'll almost certainly get me a couple of positions. These tyre rears are pretty much gone now. Look at that, just no rear grip. Look at that, I'm just turning and not gripping. These tyres are pretty much gone now, like I said. I can't use much curves during the lap because I need it down the straight to try and defend before I come into the pits. Oh, that was in 5th gear. In big trouble, these rear tyres now. Hopefully I can get it stopped. I'm going to have to go to the middle of the track to try and defend against the rest of that. Braking pretty early because I know that the rear will probably step out around here, which it does a little bit, but not too badly. They're going to be pretty close behind me, but if we'll come to this corner and they'll back out a bit because I'm not going to give him any room there, and he does. Grosjean managed to get back past. I'm going to go to Rich in preparation for his next straight, and once again we'll spin in 4th there. His rears are gone, but luckily I've got all my curves to use to defend, and I'm on Rich, so they shouldn't be too near me coming to this corner, but they are. They're massively near me. And look at that, complete opposite lot that was for a second there. These tyres are completely gone. Look at this. Those tyres were, look at how red they are. Completely gone then, completely and utterly gone. So I'll probably lose a couple of positions. Depends on if I come out ahead of all these guys, I should be okay because I can just go for it on the outlap. When they'll be slow because they're worn tyres on their in lap. Come on, good stop, drive, 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 yes, beautiful. Back ahead of the McLaren, exactly what I needed. A bit of traffic ahead, but nowhere near that, don't know where to brake. It's my first pit exit on this track. A bit wide. Oh, a bit wide, these tyres are very cold. But they're a lot better than my previous tyres. Down second, turn. 5 minutes, light rain, my engineer tells me. So I now would have been trying to make my primes hold on to the rain, so it was a better choice. Would have had to pit if I started on primes, so I did go for the right strategy call, which is good. Or at least then I'm going to get 5 minutes on my my healthy tyres. Hulkenberg's ahead of me once again. Bit deep there again. Oh, very wide, got some wheel spin. Go to the wear menu now. Need to be a bit careful on the rears for this stint, don't I? This button stays very close behind me. Not close enough to make a move though. Much more grip. Take that corner, a lot more speed, a lot more confidence on the throttle. Taking a lot of speed through there now as well. Use lots of curves, and look at that. Pulled out big gap to the button. Not quite can use all of it. Still got +1 of fuel, so got plenty of fuel at the moment. Gone very deep. And clonk that second curb too much, didn't want to be doing that. Cost me time. And they'll be peeping the pits now. I need to come out ahead of them. Guys, I was battling before I came into the pits. Going to go to Rich now. Come on. There they are. The guy's in the pits. There he is. And I'm not going to be ahead of him just yet. I'm going to have to make the move on the track. Grosjean. And I'm not going to do it. No, tried to sneak up the inside there. Didn't work. And again, diving up the inside. Push him out of the way pretty much. That was a naughty move, but it worked perfectly. It wasn't naughty illegal. It was just different racing lines effectively. That's what I just did. Worked beautifully though. Now I need to get back out ahead of Grosjean, so I'm now back up to P9 again. So 2 points at the moment on the board because there's no guarantees I'm going to finish this position at all. Not with how quick they are down that back straight. Wouldn't mind a bit of rain now though, to try and catch the guys ahead. Be beautiful if we get that. Grosjean's very close behind me. Bit wide, quite wide, managed to avoid the curb. On the throttle pretty early once again. No, you don't go on the throttle so early as me around that corner. The DRS is pretty powerful. Maybe close behind me by the time we get under the brakes, look at that.
Alonso's the fastest man on the track at the moment.
Just trying to be careful on my tyres because I was Hulkenberg coming into the pits, I think. I thought I was higher than 9th before I came in. Yep, Hulkenberg pits, so I will gain points on him if I manage to finish here. He's of course one of my championship rivals. So yeah, he's going to be miles out of the points. No chance of him scoring any points this race unless something really weird happens, like rain maybe, I guess.
With 3 places above our expected result.
Get it slowed down nicely. Bit wide. Slow all down. Getting power nice and early. Take a bit of curb there. And Grosjean gets a bit sideways there, being a bit aggressive with his rear tyres. That's not going to be good. Shift it down to 5th turn. I didn't just don't touch that curb. I did just touch it, but it's okay. On power very early, as early as you can. My fronts are wearing fast on my rears, which is good. It's exactly what I need. Need to be really careful with them. Although, if you end up going to rain tyres, I'm not really going to need to be careful with these tyres, but we don't know that yet. Let's pretend like we're going to get to the end just in case it doesn't rain, which is entirely possible. He's gaining on me there, but he's not going to be close enough. Not quite. He's falling back on me a lot there, after attacking me there. Worked nicely. He's lost my curves again down here. 14 seconds to Webber, so we were with him not that long ago, weren't we? Bit of rain here, I think. I saw a few spots. It's turned in too early. I almost hit the pit entry. Yep, definitely rain. There was a few spots there. So it is starting to rain. So will it? Well, there's 4 laps left to go. There's plenty of time for the track to get wet. Plenty of time for the track to get wet. It's just starting to spit now, isn't it? I've got to drive like I don't see that. Like I'm oblivious to it. If you drive like you think the track's going to be wet, you're catastrophically slow. When actually, it gives you full grip for quite some time after it starts to rain. Not quite some time, but some time. More time than you think. You think now, perhaps track might get slippy already, but nowhere near. It's got full grip for now. And I was going to think about staying out if the AI pits to steal some positions, but this might well be full wet for the end and I'll lose all the time just in the final lap of the pit stop. That was a good corner bit. This one, the XNL was starting to lose a bit of grip now because of the rain, I think. Not a lot, just a little bit. Still easily flat in corners like this, but a bit of a corner cut there. Just got to commit to this corner like we pretend it's not raining. Starting to get there a little bit slippy. It's okay for now. No problems at all for now. Lots of curves once again here. Again, going to commit to this corner like it's not raining. I can continue to do fast lap. He obviously doesn't know it's raining. And this rain looks awesome. Look at that. It really does look wicked, doesn't it? That does look real now rather than what it looked like before. Bit of curves in the exit, so starting to get wetter. Might even be coming to the pits for Inter's next lap. It's my first changeable conditions race, so not really any clue what to expect, to be honest. I know in the last game. So you just saw spray coming from your tyres. That's how you know it's time to pit. But this is getting heavier now, look at this. It's raining a little bit harder now, isn't it? Definitely starting to rain harder, the sky's getting a bit darker. Still got to commit to these corners more or less like I'm not raining. Still, I'm being a little bit more cautious now because it's raining that much harder, but it's still pretty much giving me full grip despite looking like it's wetter than it is. Down to second. I'll get nice and tight. This is a bit of a... Look at that, you can see a bit of a racing line forming as Grosjean's very close by me there. There's a bit of a dry line forming, which does happen initially, where the cars are sucking up all the rain. It's a little bit, it's on the racing line. 10 minutes to pit now, but this is pretty much ready. Is it ready? It's not far off it. It's looking a bit hazy, isn't it? Burton's managed to get past Grosjean. Awesome job from him. We'll base it on this chicane. We can break a normal point, we probably won't pit, but it is pretty much ready. Do we take a risk? I'm going to go for a risk. Here's a risk. It's not quite ready yet, but it's developed quite quick. I need to set my tyres quickly. But look how it's raining quite heavy now. I'm taking a bit of a risk in the hope that it'll pay off. I'll be able to gain a couple more positions. I wasn't scoring huge points anyway, was I?
Intermediate tyres confirmed.
Here we go. Let's just hope it hoofs it down. The AI is really slow on this opening lap, and I'm not too slow because I've got no grip.
Track is clear. Track is clear.
Look at this, lots of spray. The track looks pretty wet to me. Got quite a bit of grip so far. No, not great grip, but enough grip. Look at all that spray. That spray looks awesome, must be said. Got quite good grip. We've got quite good grip. How much grip has the AI got is the key. Oh, a bit wide there. Got away with it though. Bit of curves on the exit. I think I might have made the right choice.
The track is looking pretty dry now. You should pit in and fit the dry compound.
It just tells me it's looking pretty dry, which means I've made the wrong choice for now. But we know it's still raining. That basically means that the AI thinks at least these tyres aren't ready yet. Mind you, I'm getting a lot of grip though. Just as much grip as I have with the primes, I would say. The sticks, sorry. I think I made the right choice, you know. I'm happy with my choice for now, especially as how it looks. It looks really quite wet, doesn't it? All the spray coming off the tyres. I'm not getting hugely on the cars ahead. If they don't pit this lap, I'll be a bit annoyed, but also good because that means that they will be slower.
Hulkenberg's next. Just 5 seconds separate you.
Do they pit? Is there cars in the pits? Is there cars in the pits? There isn't. I need them to pit at some point. Otherwise I really have made the wrong choice. Definitely closing in hugely on Hulkenberg though, aren't I? I've got more grip, there's no doubt about that. Getting quite my shoes on my curves there. I'm going to go rich for a minute because I've got enough fuel to do so. No point in looking at the tyre wear screen now. Yeah, definitely got more grip than now. Will they pit now though? Because it's quite close to the end. Wonder if they've changed the AI so that they now look at how long's left. Don't pit if it's not necessary. Monstered him there. Didn't quite get it slowed down though. That's Maldonado. Yeah, definitely got more grip, no doubt about that. My car is not faster than them. Straight pretty much around the outside of Hulkenberg there. Surely they'll pit this lap. Hopefully gift me a load of positions. That'd be awesome. If they don't pit this lap, you have to do it all on track and hope it gets really quite wet so that they just can't go at any speed. They're pretty slow at the moment though, aren't they? Up to P15 only. Looks like I might have to do all the hard block on track, to be honest. I knew he was going to break early, but that was really quite early. I have to just dive around them, aren't I? Up to P13 then already. This is looking like I made the right choice, definitely. Maybe one lap too early, but it's now at least the right choice. Do they pit this lap? None of them wanted to go into the chicane because none of them got any grip, and they do pit. Everyone's pitting, or at least the cars ahead are pitting. Wonder if everyone else pits ahead of them. That puts me back to where I was, doesn't it? I think it does. But I don't think the leaders are pit. I don't know if that's good or not because I think they're too far ahead to get them, to be honest. Unless they go Caterham. Yeah, there's no one. I can't even see them on the track. So they obviously haven't pit. They're obviously too far ahead to pit. Yeah, look how far ahead they are. Miles ahead. Yeah, no chance of catching them, unfortunately. But still, it was the right call. Meant it's a lot easier now. I didn't have to defend it the last couple of laps. So I'm happy with that. 24 seconds to Webber. So I pretty much just made it my pit time now. That's about what it was before we came into the pits. We'll see how much I can make up in just these couple of sectors in the middle here. 24 seconds it was. Went a bit deep there, but got away with it. Didn't go in the gravel. It's the key thing. So I'm happy with that decision, like I said. I was hoping to gain a couple of positions rather than just maintain my position, but even so, it was the right call. I did the best I could. So it was a bit wide there. It tells me that Charles Pick is in the pit lane. It was 24 seconds now. 13 seconds. I gained 10 seconds in the middle sector alone. So I'm not quite going to do it. One more lap. I'd have monstered them. In fact, I might even won, to be honest, if they stayed out, but they wouldn't stay out. You see them come around the final corner now, having to be really, really careful. So it was 10 seconds. It was 10 seconds in that last sector. And it is now. Let's have a look. Was that P9 there, wasn't it? No, P8. So that's what I was on for anyway. Didn't manage to gain any, unfortunately, but I made the right calls. I did the best I could. Look how much spray's come off those tyres. Amazed they're still out on dries. So what was I? Just 5 seconds back from Webber. I gained 5 seconds on him in really quite a short final sector. So they had no grip at the end there. No grip whatsoever. And I was just 19.5 seconds off the leaders. Wow. It's about 22nd for a pit. So if they were to pit right at the end there, I could well have won that race. I could well have won that. If I wouldn't have won it, I would have been on the podium. So one more lap. If this race was one lap longer, I would have managed to beat them, because they definitely would have had to come in the pits then, otherwise I'd have beaten them anyway. That's what I gained 20 seconds on Mark Webber anyway on that last lap, so now I would have gained even more. The track would have been even wetter, so yeah, amazing. Amazing. A little bit unfortunate. That could, like I said, that could have been a race win, couldn't it? But still paid off quite nicely. Teammate, 21st position. Not doing great, is he? But still, got to be happy with that. That's 4 points in the bag. Can't complain with that at all. Could have been more, but it wasn't. P11 now then. Hulkenberg doesn't gain any. I'll pull out a bit of a gap on him. Close in on Jenson Button, I think. Just 4 points back from Jenson Button now. So could overtake him. Constructors-wise, we are still 6th in the Constructors' Championship, which is amazing. If we can hold on to that position, it will do us no end of good for next season. We'll have lots of money from the Constructors, and we'll be able to develop our car lots. So that's exactly what we need. No way we're going to get McLaren in 5th there, but if we can hold off Sauber, Force India, Toro Rosso and Williams for 6th place, I think the Toro Rosso and Sauber, Williams should be fairly easy, since he hasn't scored any points halfway through the season. It's the halfway point. It's gone quick, hasn't it? But yeah, the Saubers I think is going to be the trickiest one. Force India should be okay, but Sauber's definitely going to be tricky. But anyway, that was that then. So didn't quite manage to get a fantastic podium, which was definitely possible with that strategy call I made there. I absolutely nailed it, but can't complain at that. Still a solid couple of points. Like I said, I did everything I could. Couldn't have done any more. And there we go, a few celebrations with the team, rightly so. And I thank you ever so much for watching. Bye-bye.